the must-see WWE talk show history. Welcome to Wrestling Untold.
Yeah.
This is episode 44.
44. Yeah, we said 44 last episode. We correct ourselves. Last episode was 43. This is episode 44.
First things first, before we start, we want to congratulate Ricochet.
Congrats, Ricochet, on your IC title. Hopefully you have a great run.
And also Finn Balor.
Congrats, Finn Balor, on your United States Championship win. Hope he has a great run.
Let's start. I am Carter, aka Skills All Day.
And I am Keaton, aka Keaton. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, share with some people. Follow us on Instagram, Carter_TV.
Let's
So,
get in the
tell
video.
them about today's episode.
So today's episode, we will be doing a bracket of celebrities who have starred on wrestling.
Okay. So we'll go over them. I'll name them all, and then we'll get going. We got Bad Bunny, Rob Gronkowski, Johnny Knoxville, Shaq, Logan Paul, Snoop Dogg, Pat McAfee, and Floyd Mayweather. These are all persons that's had a presence in WWE or wrestled in WWE or maybe AEW or so forth. And we want to know who of these persons. I know there's plenty more, but we want to know who of these persons was the best. So 8 people, and I need to actually get a pen to record. All right, we're good. Let's go. So Carter's gonna be deciding. We'll give you some facts. We'll give you, basically when they wrestled or if they do to wrestle, and we'll go from there. So we have Bad Bunny, and he's going up against Rob Gronkowski. So we can talk about Bad Bunny a little bit, kind of go over his. So he's a Puerto Rican rapper, Grammy Award winner. He's 27. You go ahead and give us some of his wrestling stats.
He was the 24/7 champion and won it February 15th.
Damian Priest helped him win that.
And then lost it March 15th. So
Yeah.
1 month as the 24/7 champion. He appeared on the Royal Rumble 2022. Brock
Great
Lesnar.
performance.
Brock
Great
Lesnar
performance.
easily eliminated him, but
Yeah.
we're not talking about that.
He eliminated Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler, which is great because some wrestlers have never had a single elimination in a Royal Rumble.
He won at WrestleMania 37 with Damian Priest against Miz and Morrison.
Yeah,
Miz
that was a
and
great match because he
Morrison.
had this crazy move that he did on Morrison, I believe. But so they see.
Hey, ho ho, let's go, Miz and Morrison. Okay.
So that's Bad Bunny. He's a Latin music star, world music. I wouldn't just say Latin. He's a world music star. He's been along the greats of Drake and so forth. Let's get into Rob Gronkowski.
He is 32.
32 years old.
And he is from New York.
Buffalo, New York, upstate.
He's a 4-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Oof.
3 times with the Patriots, 1 time with the Buccaneers. He's Tom Brady's guy.
And he appeared in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
Yeah, at WrestleMania 33.
33.
He hosted WrestleMania 36, and if I'm not mistaken, was that the WrestleMania that was in the Thunderdome? Yeah, so he was the host.
Performance Center.
Performance Center. Okay, he was the host of that. That was a COVID WrestleMania.
He has the longest run for 24/7 championship.
Yeah, so he
that
held
true?
it. Yeah, he held it
I
for like
thought
a month. Yeah,
R-Truth
all
was.
our Truth has won it the most times, but someone holding it the longest period of time, I think it's Rob Gronkowski. He had it for like a month.
He had it more than a
He
month.
took it everywhere with him. So Okay, so what are your thoughts here? It's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, it's Bad Bunny.
It's a no-brainer
Bad
for you.
Bunny rised Damian Priest. He's
Yeah.
how Damian Priest is who he is now.
If you see Bad Bunny wrestle, he always wanted to be a wrestler. You can tell he put everything into it. It's a no-brainer. So okay, all right, let's move it on. Next group. So we have Johnny Knoxville, who he is he's a stuntman, actor, creator, producer. He's 50 years old. He created the show Jackass on MTV. In the movies that followed, he's been in a bunch of other movies. He's a true stuntman. You want to give the wrestling.
He's been in a feud with the Great Khali in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
entered at 9 in the Royal Rumble and got thrown out by Sami Zayn, which
Yeah.
continued the feud.
Yeah.
And he's currently in a feud with Sami Zayn.
Yeah. So Sami Zayn came to him, I guess, for like some type of he was feuding with Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn needed like someone to believe him. You know, all his conspiracy theories, and Johnny Knoxville, I think, wanted to give him like, okay, yeah, sure, and I think it just didn't work out. So, yep. Johnny Knoxville, we know he took what's Sami Zayn's move, a haluva kick. He took one of those to the face on SmackDown. I don't know if it was last week or whatever the case. It was boom. Like, I'm certain he was icing his face. So
Also,
he's going up against Shaquille O'Neal.
49 years old from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
He's drafted number 1 to the NBA Orlando Magic.
Yeah. He's a 4-time NBA champion.
And gold medalist.
Yeah, he's on the 96 Olympics team. So he's got it's all his titles, I think, is with, yeah, I might be wrong, I don't know. All his titles, I believe, is with is it with the Lakers? I know he had titles with the Lakers. I could be wrong, I don't know. Oh no, I'm sorry, he had a title with the Heat with Dwayne Wade. So now one is with the Heat. I believe the other 3 is with the Lakers.
Was supposed to feud
The Big Show. Yeah, he was supposed to feud the Big Show at WrestleMania. And I apologize, Carter's trying to read my handwriting. He was supposed to feud with the Big Show at a WrestleMania, and it just never happened. But he did appear on AEW Dynamite last year with Jade Cargill. Shouts out to her. We really like her.
On March the 3rd, 2021, Cody Rhodes threw him through 2 tables. I watched that live. Oh my gosh. And fun fact, that was 13 days before Stone Cold's Day.
Oh, it's right before, 316.
Yeah.
Okay. So we like Shaq. Shaq does everything great. Johnny Knoxville, he's cool. But, what are you thinking here?
Shaq.
You on Shaq?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't dispute that just because it's Shaq. His resume is so much longer than Johnny Knoxville. I mean, Shaq does a little bit of everything. I mean, just throw some icy hot on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So next up, we have probably one of the most hated people in the world, I guess, but also one of the most followed. We have Logan Paul. He's going up against one of the most liked individuals in the world, Snoop Dogg. So Logan Paul is a YouTuber.
26 years old.
Yeah, we consider ourselves YouTubers now, but
20 million subscribers.
23 million.
23 million.
Mm-hmm.
He's a boxer.
Yeah, he's stepped into the professional boxing. He was an amateur boxer. I think he's stepped into professional boxing.
He had a feud with Sami Zayn when they had Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania and continued. And I think he helped Sami Zayn win that match.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking when I was giving about Johnny Knoxville earlier. That was actually Logan Paul. It wasn't Johnny Knoxville. I correct myself.
And Snoop Dogg, which is 50 years old, he just appeared on TV on the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With a bunch of people.
Whoa. A bunch of people. He was there with Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent. It's like these are icons. Eminem. It's a bunch of people, children. I digress.
You gotta get back to wrestling. He's a rapper, actor, and he is a media
personality.
Yep. He's a host of the events for WWE.
Yeah,
He's hosts WrestleManias with Hulk Hogan. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy. It's so funny hearing him talk about people that I know so much about and he has absolutely nothing about. He's also a Hall of Famer. He's in the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame. So that's pretty cool. Oh, so this is funny. Tell me about the frog splash.
So AEW, I don't know who he was jumping. I can't remember, but he got to the top rope and he jumped and he landed like he was crawling like a baby. He landed like
he tried to do a frog splash.
Yeah.
After this video, go to YouTube and look up Snoop Dogg frog splash. And if that didn't come into Snoop Dogg AEW, he did the world's worst frog splash you could ever see. I know where I would go with this. Logan Paul. He's actually fighting at WrestleMania this year. So
just kidding, Snoop Dogg.
You want Snoop Dogg? Really?
Yeah.
After that frog splash?
Yeah.
Just because he's a Hall of Famer. And
he also created Sasha Banks' music and performed at
So
WrestleMania
Sasha
34.
Banks is his cousin. So that's another thing that we probably should add to it. One of the greatest women's wrestlers is his cousin. You gonna put Logan Paul out that quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See you later, Logan.
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. Wow.
34 years old, football kicker for the Colts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
YouTuber, debate commentator for SmackDown Live.
Mm-hmm.
NXT, he had a great feud with Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And then Adam Cole,
Yeah. Adam Cole's in AEW now.
and he is
End of an era.
he started a what's the show called? McAfee show.
Oh, yeah, his YouTube show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I was
McAfee show on YouTube. Yeah, he owns his own show. He runs his own show. He's got a great following
Vince
and so
McMahon was
forth.
actually on his show.
Vince was on there. We watched the
And
episode.
Vince
He made a lot of.
McMahon said he was going to get a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Which we think is Austin Theory.
Well, after watching SmackDown, I think we know it's Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is Vince McMahon's puppet today. So.
He's like the Shane he always
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah, probably.
Next. Floyd Mayweather,
Yep.
boxer, 45 years old.
Yeah, he's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's north of Detroit, I assume. I don't know. I don't know
Beat
Michigan that
Big
well.
Show at WrestleMania 24.
Yeah, yeah. So if you know, Floyd Mayweather is like 5'8". The Big Show is like 7'2". Floyd Mayweather, he's a featherweight in boxing. There's no way someone that's 5'8".
They can't dress up as him.
No, Keith dressed up as Mike Tyson when he was a
Oh.
kid. There's no way. Who is also a notable mention that's not on this list. There's no way that the Big Show could lose to Floyd Mayweather ever, but it happened.
So weird.
It's notable to say Floyd Mayweather. He owns his own brand, the Money Team. He's got a NASCAR race team called Money Team Racing. He's got money teams on everything. He's 50-0. He's undefeated. He's retired as a boxer. He's been in WWE as a piece here and there. I can't get past the fact that Big Show job to Floyd Mayweather. They allegedly that WrestleMania's pay-per-view buys was $23 million, and they had to pay Floyd Mayweather $20 million. So it's not really, But again, I digress.
Okay.
I don't do the business there.
The winner is Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, that's a good choice. He's so, in my opinion, he is a surprise to us all. I mean, what he does is huge. He's a big, and they were living in the now because right now Pat McAfee is hot. He's probably the most over of anybody that's a non-wrestler sort of guy in the business. So we got a final four. Again, we didn't want to bang you guys' heads with a bunch of people. So we're down to Bad Bunny. He's going to go up against Shaq. And Snoop Dogg's going to go up against Pat McAfee. So
Bad Bunny.
you're going Bad Bunny here? We don't even want to talk about it? Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny?
I wish I knew his music. I would sing it.
I wish I knew his music too. I don't know the allure of Bad Bunny. I've never listened to his music or anything like that, and I don't speak Spanish.
I'm talking
So.
about its entrance.
Oh, okay. I think you're talking about just regular music in general.
No.
He's a Grammy Award winner. It's got to be good.
Next.
Okay, all right. Snoop Dogg's going up against Pat McAfee. What do we got going on here? So we got Bad Frog Splash versus the guy that just interviewed Vince McMahon, and it's going to have a
Pat
WrestleMania
McAfee.
match. Okay, I think I overloaded that anyway. Wow, so again, we're living in the now. We're living in the now. And it's worth noting that there was some other persons we had listed that had been part of WWE or other wrestling promotions, like Mike Tyson. But Carter has no idea who Mike Tyson is. You've never seen him box, so you don't remember Mike Tyson. I remember I actually used to watch his fights live as a kid. So there are certain people that we just didn't put on this list. I mean, there's a former president that was a big part of WWE we didn't put on this list. There's quite a few people that's been in and out. Dennis Rodman, he was a part of WCW for a little bit. He actually famously fell asleep on a turnbuckle during a match, and against Karl Malone of all people, the mailman who played for the Utah Jazz as a basketball player.
fell asleep a bunch.
Oh, I can imagine it's that big.
Fatigue.
Yeah. So we have Bad Bunny versus Pat McAfee. So we have essentially the biggest pop star in the world who can actually wrestle really great versus one of the biggest media persons in the world that can too also wrestle. We've seen him wrestle. He wrestled against Undisputed Era, and he is just, if more wrestlers had his mic, like if Ronda Rousey had Pat McAfee's mic skills, she'd be the greatest ever.
She's good now.
His mic skills on the level of like the Miz.
Yeah, we need something like that because Michael Cole doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The winner is Bad Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee?
Yup.
So Pat McAfee is going to be, okay. You heard it here first. Pat McAfee is going to take home the championship of greatest of all time non-wrestling wrestler. Congratulations, Pat McAfee. We love to get your comment on this. We love to, show up on your show and talk about it. But so again, that's our show today. It was just a little fun show for us.
Before you go, I got something to do.
Oh, go ahead.
My name's Rick Boogs, and I came here to rock with Shinsuke Nakamura.
So I don't understand, honestly, why, so Shinsuke's lost the belt. He's no longer an Intercontinental champion. I'm not sure why Rick Boogs is still bringing him out. Why? Because he doesn't need Shinsuke anymore. He's already over. I don't get that idea, but I digress again. But congrats to Ricochet, congrats to Finn Balor, congrats to Pat McAfee on not just your win here, but your upcoming, WrestleMania match. So that's our show. So take us out. This is you gotta talk.
I know.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, follow us on Instagram. This person doesn't want to talk enough, so I don't know what to do about that.
See you next week.
Guess we get to see you next week, huh? Shirts by Carter, by the way. I think I've worn this one in a prior episode. He does these custom tees, the detail. He does custom everything. He does the sign. I've been talking too long, talking too much. Peace out, guys.